These 5 people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten?
Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. You might recognise them as they've won some of the country's toughest quiz shows. They are the Eggheads. And taking on our awesome quiz champions today are Sean and the Sheep. The team are all friends and came up with their name because, other than Sean, they all come from Wales. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Luke, I'm 23 and I'm a gap year law student.
Hi, I'm Alan, I'm 22 and I'm a student.
Hi, I'm Sean, I'm 22 and I'm a paralegal.
Hi, I'm Lucy, I'm 22 and I'm an actress.
Hi, I'm Glenn, I'm 22 and I'm a recruitment consultant.
Well, Sean, I'm surprised to see you there without any kind of bruising and battering there. So, Sheep, you don't mind being called Sheep by Sean?
Not at all. It's all in good fun, isn't it? I think people know that the rumours aren't true, and nowadays it's all a bit of a joke in Wales. Yeah. So we take part in it.
Absolutely. And the connection between you all, between 4 of you, is Southampton University, is it?
No, only between me and Sean is Southampton University.
You two met at Southampton. Go on then. Yes. Join up the dots for me then.
This one's my brother.
Right, got that.
Alan. Lucy, I've known since we were toddlers, and Glenn is one of my best friends from school. So I'm really the link between all of them.
I see.
Really.
So it should be Luke the Sheep and Sean.
and Sean, yeah.
Right, OK, got that. And you quizzed a bit as well, haven't you?
Yes, we've all done a bit of quizzing. We always go up the local quiz on a Sunday night, and Sean and myself used to quiz down in Southampton in one of the local pubs.
Maybe after this, Sean can become an honorary sheep. It's a badge of honour, isn't it?
He's an honorary Welshman. He's welcome in our house in Wales anytime.
OK, then, let's play Eggheads. Every day there's £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challenges. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. So, Sean and the Sheep, the Eggheads have won the last 19 games, which means £20,000 says you can't beat the Eggheads. And our first battle, first head-to-head, is going to be on the subject of sport. We'd like to play this. A big grin from Luke.
Am I allowed to go first up?
We haven't got a choice, have we?
Go on.
Go on then.
I'm going to take sport, Dermot.
Okay.
Captain's choice.
Go on,
And
boy.
you also have the joy of choosing any Egghead you like.
I want to play Daphne.
Oh, you go for Daphne. Do you want to play Daphne?
I'll play Daphne, please, Dermot.
You crazy fool.
OK, let's have Luke and Daphne into the question room then, please, to make sure you can't confer with your teammates. OK, Luke, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first, please, Dermot.
Good luck, Luke. Sport, here's your question then. Chip and run, back 9 and out of bounds are terms commonly used in which sport? Golf, snooker or tennis?
Yeah, so I've played a bit of all 3 during my time, but I'm a very keen golfer. So I know it's not snooker or tennis, and they're golf terms, Dermot.
Absolutely. Just easing you in there. There you go. Right answer, Luke. 1 to you. Daphne, which football manager dubbed himself the Special One on his arrival in England in 2004? Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho or Rafael Benitez?
Football. But I do think it's Mourinho. Yes?
Okay.
Jose
yes. Mourinho? Yes, it's the right answer. You got that just. OK. Luke, Andy Ripley represented England in the 1970s in which sports? Football, athletics or rugby union?
I feel it's one that I should know, but I'm not familiar with the name. I'm going to go for athletics, I think, please, Dermot, because I feel that's the one I know the least about.
OK, right, OK. Andy Ripley represented England in rugby union. Rugby union. He's a rugby player in the 70s, well before your time, I know. Daphne, then, to take the lead potentially. In which country is the test match cricket venue of Gaul? Sri Lanka, South Africa or Pakistan?
That's the one that was ruined, wasn't it, by the tsunami? And they've just rebuilt it, and it's in Sri Lanka.
It is, yes, and suffered terribly in the tsunami. Yes, it's the right answer, Sri Lanka. So you've got to get this, Luke. Who is the only racing driver ever to have won motorsport's triple crown of the Indianapolis 500, the Le Mans 24-hour race and the Formula One Championship? Jim Clark, Jack Brabham or Graham Hill?
Motor racing, not really a speciality subject of mine. Rugby union was supposed to be, but I got that one wrong. I don't think it's Graham Hill. I have obviously heard of Graham Hill, but I don't recognise him with anything other than Formula One. I'm going to go for Jack Brabham, please, Dermot.
Jack Brabham, OK. Le Mans, Indianapolis and the Formula One Championship. Only ever won by, altogether, by Graham Hill. It is Graham Hill. You keep going for the ones you didn't recognise, you see. And look what it's done. It means you're not playing in the final round. Got 2 wrong there. Don't need to put another question to Daphne. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, Sean and the sheep, 1 sheep fewer in the final round. And Eggheads all still there. We play our next head-to-head, and it's history. Who'd like to play this?
I think it should be Sean or Glenn.
Can't be Luke. Any of you other 4? 3 sheep, 1 Sean.
I feel happy to do that. I'm not particularly confident either, but...
That's not helpful. I think Sean should take it.
Go on. Yeah, go on then. It's going to be me then, Dermot. Might lose a Sean as well.
I see, Lucy insistent there. It's got to be you, Sean. And which Egghead would you like to play, Sean? It can't be Daphne. Any of the other 4, though?
Are we going to go
CJ?
CJ. Yeah, CJ then. Team says CJ, so we'll go CJ.
See, you've just been told you're playing, and this is who you're playing.
I'm playing CJ.
Okay. Sean is playing CJ. Could I ask you please both to go to the question room? OK, then, Sean, do you want to go first or second in this history round?
I think I'm still going to go first, despite Luke's last blip. Please, Dermot.
OK, first it is for you. History is the category. Here's your question. What type of weapon was the Tiger, produced by Germany during World War II? Jet, fighter, tank or submarine?
Well, that's a tricky one there, Dermot. I can't say I'm too knowledgeable on German craft during the World Wars, but seeing as it's a land animal, it's the Tiger, and the only one of them is a land machine, I would go for tank.
Tiger tanks, feared weapons. Yes, it's the right answer. CJ, the Sabines were an ancient tribe of which country? Netherlands, Egypt or Italy?
How are you spelling that, please?
S-A-B-I-N-E-S.
Strange, I didn't actually associate them with any of those countries, but the nearest one to the area I did associate them with is the Netherlands, so that's what I'll go for.
OK, the Netherlands. Daphne's nearly choking. Yeah, dear me.
You haven't heard of the legend of the Sabine women?
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong people.
It's Italy. The Sabines were an ancient tribe of Italy. Sean, Burghley and Walsingham were trusted advisors to which English monarch? Richard III, Elizabeth I or Victoria?
Again, Dermot, it's one I would find a tricky one, but we'll just have to try and eliminate some here. The one that just seems to be nagging at me is probably Elizabeth I, because I know on Blackadder, Elizabeth had numerous advisors such as Melchett, so we'll go Elizabeth I.
OK, worked it out through Blackadder. Presumably you've trawled your way through the back catalogue of Blackadder over the student years.
Certainly have, yeah.
It's the right answer, yes, Elizabeth I. I didn't see Nursey on the list of advisors there. Very well done, yes, or, well guessed. Well, CJ, it means you've got to get this. Nimrud and Khorsabad were capitals of which ancient empire? Assyrian, Greek or Inca?
Well, I think I knew the first answer and got that one wrong, so let's try and reverse it this way. How are you just spelling the first one, Nimrud?
N-I-M-R-U-D.
I think they were the Assyrian capitals.
It's the right answer, CJ. Yes, back on course for you, but Sean's got 2 right, so he wins the round if he gets this correct. Sean, according to diarist John Evelyn, the stones of which building flew like grenades during the Great Fire of London? Lambeth Palace, St Paul's Cathedral or the Tower of London?
Well, Dermot, we've got 3 questions so far, none of which I can say with certainty as what the right answer is. So again, a bit of guesswork. Now, as far as I'm aware, during the Great Fire of London, Tower of London didn't have great damage to it. I've got a feeling St Paul's sustaining damage during the Great Fire of London. I'm going to go for St Paul's Cathedral.
It's the right answer. St Paul's Cathedral is correct. You're through to the final round, Sean. I thought maybe Blackadder could help you out there again. So there we have it. No place for you in the final round. CJ, just to confirm, Sean, you will be playing there. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, Sean, with his extensive knowledge of Blackadder, has made it through to the final round, which means both teams have lost 1 brain from the final round. So we play our next round now. It's science. Who'd like to play this? And it's Alan, Lucy or Glenn?
Well,
Glenn?
Glenn, do you fancy it?
Do you fancy it? Not entirely.
You did sports science at uni.
Oh, Glenn. that's the best.
Yeah,
that's the
take
best.
it if you want.
Go on, then, Glenn.
It's going to be Glenn, Dermot.
All right, Glenn, and who would you like to play from the Eggheads? Chris, Kevin or Judith?
I'll go for Judith, please, Dermot.
You can. Let's have Glenn and Judith into the question room, please. Would you like to go first or second, Glenn?
I'll stay in check with the team. I'd like to go first, please, Dermot.
It's your first question, Glenn. What term is commonly used in relation to a metal structure that is after repeated applications of stress? Exhaustion, fatigue or burnout?
I don't think it's burnout, so I can rule that one out. I think I've heard the word fatigue linked with metals previously. I'm going to go for fatigue.
Yep, metal fatigue is the right answer. Good start, Glenn. Judith, which Californian tree is believed to be the world's tallest? The cypress, the cedar or the redwood?
I think that's a redwood. There's one, I mean, they're not only very tall, but they're very wide as well. You can drive through the biggest one, can't you?
And very old.
And very, very, very old.
It is the right answer. Yes, redwood is correct. OK, Glenn. In the human body, what is the term for the partition between the 2 nostrils? Septum, mastoid or axilla?
Mastoid and axilla, I haven't heard of, to be honest, Dermot. And on that basis, I'm going to have to go for septum.
I see, now if that had been Luke, he'd have gone for mastoid or something. Septum is the right answer, the one you had heard of. Judith, the ointment arnica made from a plant of the daisy family is most commonly used to treat which condition? Split ends, bruises or nosebleeds?
I love the idea of being used to treat split ends. It's used to treat bruises.
Arnica is used on bruising. Yes, that's correct. So, 2-2. Right. Can you get this, Glenn? And maybe eject Judith. Who demonstrated the rotation of the Earth in 1851 by means of an experiment involving a pendulum? Henri Poincaré, Jean Foucault or Amadeo Avogadro?
In all honesty, again, Dermot, there's not many people I've heard of in that list. For some reason, my mind is taking me towards Foucault, so I'll go for Foucault.
Foucault. It's working. It's correct. OK, you've got to get this, Judith. What is the common name for insects belonging to the order Siphonaptera? Fleas, ticks or mosquitoes?
Can you spell Siphonaptera?
S-I-P-H-O-N-A-P-T-E-R-A. Siphonaptera.
That sounds as if they suck something out of people. I mean, I immediately start thinking of, oh, now what sucks things out? They all do, don't they? Ticks bite. That's right, tick bites. Fleas bite. I think it, on that basis, that mosquitoes actually suck your blood. I think I would say mosquitoes.
OK, mosquito. In a very polite way, I'm going to have to tell you to buzz off.
No.
It's fleas.
Oh.
And Glenn, you're through to the final round, playing for £20,000. let's have you both back in the studio, please. Well, that's looking good as it stands now. You've lost one brain from the final round, Sean and the sheep, but the Eggheads have lost 2. So, on we go. Will it be 3 Eggheads out? Let's see, this last head-to-head is food and drink. Who'd like to play this? Lucy or Alan? Well, Lucy, who do you think?
It's got to be you, Lucy.
Well, I think it's time I stepped up to the plate. Yeah.
OK.
I'm not promising anything, but, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk.
We'll see.
Who are you going to play? And it's, it's Kevin or Chris, food and drink.
Try and play Kevin.
Go on.
I'll go for Kevin, please, Big D.
Big D. He's Big K, actually. OK, let's have Lucy against the 3-times world quiz champion. Into the question room, please. Lucy, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go with first, stick with what the boys have been doing.
Good luck then, Lucy. Here's your question. What type of food is a vinaigrette? A soup, a pickled pepper, or a salad dressing?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not soup. I think that would be gross. And I'm pretty sure it's not a pickled pepper. So, and I like it on my salad. So salad dressing.
It is salad dressing, yes, vinaigrette. Well done. Good start, Lucy. OK, Kevin, what type of seafood is often referred to in the UK as having king and queen varieties? Lobster, scallops or oysters?
King and queen.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm not sure at all. Because I know that there's a lobster dish which is... no, hang on. My first thought when they came up was lobster. I mean, before the choices came up, I was thinking something like crab or lobster. I'm sticking with lobster.
OK. King and queen lobster. It's scallops, Kevin. So, well, we don't often see that. Nothing from the first question for Kevin. Right, Lucy, let's build on that then.
OK.
Get this, and he really is under the cosh. Which spirit is often added to the red wine-based drink sangria? Brandy, vodka or whiskey?
If you'd asked me any other cocktail, I'd know, but I don't like red wine.
Oh, no. Have you ever... So you haven't had sangria then on your holes?
It's gross. Brandy rings a bell. Don't think it's whiskey, but I could be completely wrong. But I'm going to go with my gut, and that says brandy.
OK, brandy, you think, is often added to sangria? It's the right answer, Lucy. It being Eggheads, it being the grape-based spirit amongst those 3. OK, well, Kevin, can you get one? What name is given to the mixture of grape juice, skins, stems and pips produced by a grape crusher during the winemaking process? Sap, bleed or must?
I hope that's must.
Well, you must get this, and it is the right answer. Yes, must. So you can put him out if you get this, Lucy.
OK.
The pink fir apple is a variety of which foodstuff? Potato, nectarine or grapefruit?
Well, I've never heard of a potato referred to as a pink fir apple, though I do like potatoes, so I'm going to get rid of the potato. I'm going to go for nectarine because it looks like a little furry pink apple.
The pink fir apple is a variety of... It's potato. So, is it a let-off for Kevin? Tapioca, the starchy grains used in puddings and as a thickening, is obtained from which plant? The plantain, the cassava or maize?
That's cassava, Dermot.
It's the right answer. Cassava is correct. We go to sudden death for the first time in the game. Lucy, that means we can offer you no more choices. I've just got to hear an answer from you. In Middle Eastern cuisine, what is the main ingredient of a tahini paste?
I genuinely have absolutely no idea. But Middle Eastern... Chickpea is hummus. Cream is the only thing I can think of. Yes, take that. I have no clue.
Cream.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're kind of pushing it there, almost physically out of the question room, making it the right answer, you hope.
No.
But it's not. I'm sorry, Lucy. It's not cream. It could have been Kevin's question if you'd put him in first. Do you know Kevin?
Sesame seed.
Sesame. Sesame seeds make tahini. So it's not over yet, Lucy. Kevin has to get this, or we face some more questions, or you face some more questions. Kevin, the Greek wine Retsina contains which product of the pine tree?
Well, it's called, well, it's resin. So, resin.
Resin is correct, Kevin. You're through to the final round. Whoa, came so close there, Lucy. Really played a very good round. Just didn't know your pink fir apples.
I didn't.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be in that final round, but it's going to be all square there. A fascinating, I think, an exciting final round coming up. Would you both please come back and join your teams? So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Luke and Lucy from Sean and the Sheep and Judith and CJ from the Eggheads, would you leave the studio now, please? So, Alan, Sean and Glenn, you're playing to win Sean and the Sheep £20,000. Kevin, Daphne and Chris, you're playing for something which money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time, the questions are all general knowledge. Just to confirm that to you, Sean and the Sheep, and you are allowed to confer. Sean and the Sheep, the question is, are your 3 brains better than the Eggheads' 3? And Alan, Sean and Glenn, would you like to go first or second?
First, will we? Keep going first?
Yeah.
Go first, please, don't.
Starting off again. Worked pretty well for you in those head-to-heads. This is where the money's won or lost, though. £20,000 at stake. General knowledge. First question to you, then, Sean and the Sheep. The Observer is the Sunday sister paper to which national daily newspaper? The Times, the Guardian, or the Sun?
Right. The Times is the Sunday Times. Yeah, the Sun is the news of the world. So the Guardian is the Observer. Yep. We're fairly confident that then, please, though. It's the Guardian.
The Guardian is correct, yes. Good start for Sean and the Sheep. Eggheads, the Bengal tiger is the national animal of which country? India, China or Russia?
Well, what do you mean, India? India, Dermot.
It's India, yes. Bengal tiger. OK, the second question to you, Sean and the Sheep. Nouakchott is the capital of which African country? Mauritania, Guinea-Bissau or Ghana? I'm going to spell that for you. Nouakchott. Nouakchott.
Okay, well, it's not Ghana.
Be confident then.
It's not Ghana.
I wouldn't say Ghana.
Because Ghana's Accra. So,
If I had to lean towards one, it'd be Guinea-Bissau.
Bissau. That's what I'm leaning towards as well.
brilliant.
You happy to go with
So
that?
I was leaning towards Mauritania.
All right.
Nouakchott is the capital of which African country?
No, the only thing is, well, Guinea's a French-speaking country, and Nouakchott doesn't sound very French to me. Could you spell the capital again, please?
Yeah, Nouakchott. Nouakchott.
So that sounds
my
like
would be a
German.
guess to begin. So
Yeah,
if you're happy with Mauritania.
Definitely.
Go for Mauritania?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll go with you, mate.
Well, the boys have got faith in me, Dermot, which could come back to haunt us, but we're going to go for Mauritania.
You got some good guesses in your head-to-head, which is why you're sitting there in the final round, which is just as well for the boys. It's Mauritania. It's the right answer. Nouakchott. The next question is for the Eggheads. What is the translation of the word Trabant, the name given to the cheap car formerly made in East Germany? Friend, worker or satellite? What is the translation of the word Trabant, the name given to the cheap car formerly made in East Germany?
I think.
Yeah, well, in keeping with the ethos of the DDR, it's worker.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
It's satellite.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well.
The Trabby. Satellite, which means fate no longer in your own hands. Eggheads, this question is worth £20,000. Here you go then, for £20,000. Which design shape, often used in classical mouldings, consists of bas-relief oval shapes and narrow pointed carvings between them? Moon and sun, medal and arrow, or egg and dart?
Okay, so it's bas-related oval. To me suggests not moon and sun, because neither of them are oval. They would be circle. Medal and arrow sound circle and full point. So that would leave egg and dart. That sounds the most logical to me.
Should we go with that?
Yes.
I'm happy to go with that if you're keen.
Yeah, we're not certain, Dermot, but we think we've nailed it down to egg and dart.
Egg and dart. Why do you think that?
Because it's an oval shape. The only one there with the oval shape is an egg, and the narrow point is a dart.
The answer is egg and dart. You win £20,000.
Oh my God.
Well done.
Well done.
Well, there you go. Sean played a blinder through, I think you guys would agree there, played a blinder in his head-to-head, and in that final round as well. Egg and dart, just to confirm, has won you £20,000. Did you dare to believe before you played the game that you might win the money? I know we don't tell you how much money you're playing for, but you know against the Eggheads they tend to win quite a lot.
Well, we come in with a distinct air of pessimism, it must be said there, Dermot, but no, that's just awesome. That's just...
Some good quizzing there, and just brought out on there.
Yeah,
Well,
never have gone for satellite, can we?
Well, I know enough German, I should have worked it out, but these two are saying workers. So.
So you're annoyed with yourselves, are you, Eggheads? Well, listen, it's water on the bridge. You've got to dust yourselves down and play another game. But all eyes for the moment on Sean and the sheep, and I think the unsung hero as well, who's unfortunately and still clutching a head there in disbelief, who played a blinder as well. Lucy played well in her head-to-head, nearly knocked Kevin out there. And, of course, Luke, the team captain, listen, you need to go into a huddle, you need to go into a pen, don't you, and sort out how you're going to share out that money, £20,000. What are you going to use it for? A bit of student debt, I suppose, hanging around you all. Any ideas, Alan, what are you going to do too early, is it? Or...
Well, after I finish my degree, I think I can take a bit of time out now and go travelling, so that should be nice.
What about you, Glenn?
I've recently bought a new car, so that's going to go a long way to paying that off.
Good. I'm glad we're making a difference, and you've made a difference by winning today on Eggheads. Let's just confirm, you have just won £20,000. You are officially cleverer than the Eggheads for today. You have proved it can be done. Join us next time on Eggheads to see if the new team of challengers will be just as successful. Until then, from all of us here, very excited studio, it's goodbye.
Absolutely on top of the world. Doesn't get better than this.
Fantastic, absolutely brilliant, unbelievable.
I think we knew the answer to about 3 questions and guessed the rest.
I can't breathe or talk. I'm sorry. I'm so happy.
I'm happy, but no, I'm happy to say.
Competitive cooking next tonight as BBC Two turns up the heat for the pudding course on the Great British Menu. Then get by in the kitchen with Delia at 7 with easy steps on how to cook for friends.